Hey guys, it's me, Sujoy. Today I'm here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about what I like about Vietnam. Um, I'm a non-white foreigner. I'm from India. I'm a person of color. So um, a quick disclaimer over here is that you'll find that most of the videos in my channel, they're kind of negative. Um, and I don't do that intentionally. I make the videos out of my personal experience, which I experienced here in Vietnam. So I'm not just trying to only criticize my stay over here in Vietnam, because I've been living here for over 5 years now. I love Vietnam, but I make those videos especially so that things can improve over time here in Vietnam, especially in major cities like in Ho Chi Minh and in Hanoi and a few other parts of Vietnam. So today I'm just going to talk about the positives. Today I'm going to be talking about what I like about Vietnam. So before I do that, let me just grab my energy drink. Let me take a sip of it. Better. Okay, so the first thing which I like about Vietnam is the Vietnam food. I love Vietnamese food. I usually like to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And compared to all other Southeast countries where I have visited, like Philippines, I was there for 5 years. Thailand, I've been there many times. Indonesia, I was there for a year. And other Southeast Asian countries, Cambodia. So I personally feel that Vietnamese food is very healthy because I'm originally from India. For me, Indian food is kind of spicy and it's a bit greasy because most of my upbringing, I was in Russia for 10 years. So I love Russian food, by the way. So coming back to Vietnam food, I love the Vietnamese food. It's very healthy. It's not greasy. I love banh mi. I love pho. And it's just I love the meat. I eat everything. I eat pork and everything. So for me, if you are a non-vegetarian person, a heavy non-vegetarian guy like me, you would love Vietnamese food. So I love Vietnamese food, and most importantly, it's very cheap. It's not very expensive. So I can go to Ho Chi Minh City, and I can buy a banh mi for 15,000 Vietnam dong, or I can buy a bowl of pho for 20,000 Vietnam dong. I'm not quite sure about that, but it's just so filling and it's really healthy. I prefer Vietnamese food over Western food. Like, I'm sick and tired of eating Burger King, McDonald's, pizzas. So Vietnamese food is especially very healthy. And if you look at the global statistics for 2023, Vietnamese people are the least fattest people. They are the most healthiest people. They love healthy food. They love fresh food. So I love Vietnamese food. I can eat Vietnamese food all day long. So I really love it. The second point, what I like about Vietnam is the coffee culture. Now, I personally love a lot of coffee. I'm a heavy coffee drinker. I love cafe da, cafe so. So I love Vietnamese coffee. There's a lot of coffee shops over here in Vietnam, especially in Ho Chi Minh City. So every block you go, after every 2 minutes, you'll find a lot of coffee shops downtown city. So they come up with all these cool concepts. I love the coffee culture here in Vietnam, especially if you're going to stay in the countryside. It's quite cheap. You can get a cafe da, which is one of my favorites, as low as 10,000 Vietnam dong. And so it's just the coffee culture is so strong over here in Vietnam, and I love the Vietnam coffee. It's just amazing. So, and as a matter of fact, I believe there is a coffee expo going around downtown Ho Chi Minh. So you may like to go and visit that as well. It's just like I have never seen anywhere in Southeast Asia so much of coffee. Coffee shops, like here in Ho Chi Minh City. Even in Hanoi, there were a lot of coffee shops, but not compared to Ho Chi Minh City. And these are big brands. I mean, they have a lot of businesses. They have a lot of strong domestic market, and Vietnam is very good. Is the highest, one of the highest in coffee exports. So the coffee culture. And as a matter of fact, since I'm from India, I think Vietnam should seriously focus on exporting coffee more to India because we love coffee. So, it would be nice if a couple of these top Vietnamese coffee brands can look into exporting coffee to India and also, look into establishing international markets for coffee shops. And they're very affordable, because I don't want to go to Starbucks. I don't want to go to those expensive coffee joints. Why the hell do I need to go and spend, like 80,000 Vietnam dong for a Starbucks coffee? I mean, I do love Starbucks. I do go once in a while, but since I'm out here in Vietnam for so many years, I love to just go to simple coffee shops, pay like 15,000 Vietnam dong and have a nice coffee with the chada. So I love the coffee culture over here in Vietnam. The third point, which I really like about Vietnam, especially here in Ho Chi Minh City and the countryside, is the laid back environment. Okay, so I'm a person who's usually I like to live a laid back lifestyle, and I just I'm not like a kind of a Japanese person who has to work 24 hours a day or something. I love Japanese people, by the way. But I like the laid back lifestyle. I'm not very much into doing everything quickly and everything. I love the laid back lifestyle, especially if you're going to be staying out here in the countryside. It's more laid back. So, I love the laid back lifestyle. You can just relax and enjoy. And you can just sit outside, grab a nice Vietnam coffee, and just look at the traffic or the motorbikes going by. So I love that. Because it's kind of special for me, and I just kind of feel kind of integrated with the society, with the Vietnamese society when I do that. So yeah, so I talked about the environment. It's very laid back, and especially if you're going to places like Da Nang, Vung Tau, they have lovely beaches. My favorite is Da Nang. Da Nang, I was there for a month, and they have one of the most beautiful beaches. You could just grab a seat, have a nice coffee, and enjoy your drinks. So it's just really good. So now let's talk about the fourth point. Would be I see a lot of demand over here for digital marketing here in Vietnam. The opportunities, the digital marketing opportunities, and so especially if you're in digital marketing, if you're into content marketing, website designing, social media management, you can definitely look into this because I love digital marketing. Yeah, I am an English teacher. I have been teaching English over here for 4 years now in Vietnam, but I've now transitioned myself in digital marketing, and especially if you're a digital nomad, and if you're into content marketing, if you're a blogger writing about affiliate marketing topics or digital marketing topics, or so there's a lot of demand which I'm seeing over here for digital marketing here in Vietnam. And in fact, I would love to go for a digital marketing expo here in Ho Chi Minh 2023, and it should be really big. Because there's a lot of demand for digital marketing here in Vietnam, which I see. And even if you go to these major job portals like Vietnam Works, there's a huge demand for digital marketing, and I can see the pay scale going up. So yeah, so this is one of the hottest trends which I do see for the digital marketing roles. And especially for a digital nomad, you can enjoy Vietnam. You can go to very nice destinations out here like Da Nang, Nha Trang, and you can go to these nice workspace locations and workstation locations, and you can focus on growing your brand, your digital marketing business brand. Right. So I believe this would be the fifth point. Why I like Vietnam is also the fact is there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of I love the lights, the neon lights, the loud EDM music. I love EDM music. I love trance techno. So for me, I have been to a couple of Vietnamese EDM joints where I can just go sit down and drink a Heineken and love the loud EDM music, especially when I was there in Bui Vien sometimes. I remember when I used to stay in Go Bap district for 2 years during my teaching career, I used to go to these EDM joints and just sit there and grab a Heineken and listen to the loud EDM music and the female DJs. So there's a lot of energy here in Vietnam, especially Ho Chi Minh City during nighttime. You see the neon lights. Even if you go to Landmark 81, or if you go to Bitexco, or you go to Bui Vien Street and all those any other shops or any other districts, all these shops, they're lit up with so much of neon lights, loud EDM music, which I feel is a great strategy to get more customers to come and visit your shops. So I love that. It's just filled with a lot of energy, very very dynamic. Because I'm coming from India, so I don't think we have this concept yet. Like if you go to the major cities, major metropolitan cities, and even in other parts of Southeast Asia, like if I've been to Bangkok many times. I've never had this kind of experience before. So you have a lot of energy over here. The vibrant energy. The loud music, neon lights. So it's just it gets you pumping over. So I'm not saying it's suitable for all types of expats, but I'm an expat who loves loud EDM music. The energy, neon lights. You feel like you are in a big nightclub. So and especially if you're driving a motorbike or a two wheeler at night. Watching all the neon lights and the loud EDM musics. You get the vibe, the energy and all that, and especially if you have a Vietnamese girlfriend who's sitting behind your motorbike, or you're gonna have a good time. So right. So the last point now. So I spoke about the last one would be the Vietnamese girls. Okay, let me just sip this a bit. Yeah, I love Asian girls. So especially I love Vietnamese girls. Most of them, they're very very beautiful. They have very good complexions. They're fair skin, and they're very caring. If you're in a relationship with a Vietnamese girl, they're going to care a lot about you. They're very caring. But yeah, you got to make sure that you don't fuck around. You're not acting like a player, or you're not going to be like a fuck boy or something. So if you're honest and if you're good to her, nice to her, she'll give the world to you. She will even buy the moon for you. So they're very caring, very beautiful. Like I told you in one of my previous videos, dating in Hanoi, the girls, they're very classy and elegant. And even over here in Ho Chi Minh City, most of them, they love to keep themselves well maintained. They're very self independent. They're very career focused. I have dated a couple of Vietnamese girls. They're entrepreneurs. They have their own businesses. They sell online, and they're pretty successful with that. So if you really if you really connect with her, if she really likes you, she will really care about you. You know, they're very caring. She'll give the moon to you. So so that's one of the main reasons also why what I like about Vietnam. But you know, I've been out of the dating game for a long time now. So so now what I would really like about Vietnam, because I just want to quickly wrap up this video, is I would prefer a more friendly approach. So I'm from India, and I would really like that if people can. I'm not a white expat. I have dark brown skin, and I would prefer if if a more friendly approach can be taken into consideration. So say for example, if some people can come up to me and talk to me like, how are you, where are you from, or hey, that's a nice watch, or what drink you having, or something like that. So especially if you can place in some agents to approach me in a friendly way, um, that would be really nice. I would then, my perception about the friendliness factor in Vietnam would definitely change and alter. All right, so then of course the visa relaxation policy. So it's highly anticipated that the 90-day visa is coming back. So it would be really nice if that can be fast tracked. Um, why only 90 days? Look into 6 months visa, which can be extendable within Vietnam, instead of going to Cambodia and making all those tiring bus journeys, or spending a lot of money going to Thailand and blowing up your budget just to get the Vietnam visa. So that would be really nice. Um, yeah, so I would prefer also that the Vietnamese people, uh, especially in Ho Chi Minh City and in Hanoi, start to educate themselves about India being as a strong emerging country in terms of economy and defense, and not to just fixate Indian expats in terms of yoga and curry, which I think is not very which I think is not really right. But to have more knowledge about the Indian economy, and the rise of India as an emerging economy. Um, yeah, faster internet. I would like to see 5G coming up over here. I don't know if there's 5G or not, but I want it to be more faster. I want the internet to be more faster. Like you click a website immediately, it pops up and you can watch Netflix and without any, or YouTube without any interference, and it's just extremely very fast. More Wi-Fi hotspots here in Ho Chi Minh City. Like in parks where I've been, I've been to multiple parks over here in Ho Chi Minh City, but you don't have the Wi-Fi hotspots. So you should provide free Wi-Fi, quick connectivity. Okay, like maybe foreigners can just put in their first name, the passport detail, and the email address, and just get a code, and just provide faster internet connection. That would be really nice. More Wi-Fi hotspot operations. Wi-Fi hotspot locations in Ho Chi Minh City and in Hanoi. The same could be applicable for Da Nang, Nha Trang, Vung Tau. Then I would like to see the metro being fast tracked over here. Metro projects being fast tracked over here in Ho Chi Minh City. Also, implementation of the SkyTrain. Like I'm coming from India, all the major four cities back in India, they're all heavily connected with metros and SkyTrains. But what I'm saying, I'm not trying to compare over here, but if there could be also a metro connection line straight from Tan Son Nhat Airport to the city, to downtown city, and the same thing for Hanoi from Noi Bai International Airport to directly to Hanoi City. That would be really nice. Just like in Bangkok, they have the Sky Trains, which connect straight to the international airport in Bangkok. So more connectivity. Also, the metro connections can also connect to countryside locations like in Long An. So that would be really nice. So more connectivity also, especially in the countryside. If you're staying somewhere in Long An province, there should be implementation of more grab bikes, so that grab bikes can start operating over here in Long An, and it'll be easier for expats to commute to downtown Ho Chi Minh City, which will take approximately 40 to 45 minutes, depending on the traffic conditions. So more connectivity inside the Long An region for grab bikes, that would be really nice. And again, so the metro connections. So yeah, that's all about it. So I'm just going to wrap up the video right now because I think I've extended it a bit too long. So these are the points which I really like about what I like about Vietnam. And if you like watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.